And after the brief pause, welcome back to the NFL on EA Sports. Still early in this one as we pick up the... Receiver in motion, going left. To the air, third and long. Brought in right side. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this one gets out of bounds. It was pushing some distance towards the goal line, but gets out at the 5. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Just 3-0 is our score. Back to the Windy City in just a moment. All right, it's about time to get started with quarter number 2. Home offense out, ready to go. They got this after forcing a punt at the end of one. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Back-to-back carries here. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Back now, pressure on its way. Short pass caught by his tight end. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he finds some space up to the 22-yard line. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to the well again. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Back to throw now. Connection made to the rookie from Washington. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Throwing it again here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainers heading out to take a look. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They are throwing it again. Throwing the out route complete. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Uh-oh, he can't escape. He's brought down. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Bend. Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Aviators take a 2nd quarter lead. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Evans now to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Play action on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Okay, you give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Here's a give up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. They're throwing it. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Starts his return from the 23. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Aviators ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. The running back gets it on the draw. And he's brought down for a loss.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a 1st down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
3rd and long for him here. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw. To make in that spot, to move the chains.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem. So no return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They go play action here. Complete out to the right. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Pass play now. That one's complete, right side. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. On 1st down, they'll run. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. The Caps trailing in the early going. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 41. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Working quickly here. To the air now on 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 2nd and 8. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. He's dropping back to throw. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
They bring on the punt team, and they get this kick away. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. Chicago getting set to take the field now. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Airing it out to start this drive. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Second and 10 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that run's fairly uneventful. Only a small gain to near the 22. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. Chicago brings out the punting unit. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Fair catch called for, and he brings it in. Looks like right at about the 29-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it's going to be their football coming up. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up. They'll throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now taken by the defense. They're second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Let's see what they went with on third down. Man in motion here. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. The defense takes its third and final timeout. Here's the Caps punt team now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Ball taken in at the 36. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it'll be their football. Their offense headed out now. Not much time left before the half. And they'll need to use the sideline and be conscious of the clock here, Brock. No timeouts remaining as they try for points before halftime. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. So that's halftime now. The Aviators out in front in Chicago. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. Some great games still to come. And I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there, as that promises to be a tight one. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. The ball is teed up, and we're off in quarter number 3. He'll take this at the 10. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Chicago offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Now we're on the counter. And he's brought down after a short gain. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on third down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They give it to him again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
The Aviators getting their special teams out onto the field. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. The Caps returning their offense and this running back to the field. No return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Chased out to his right. Now he takes it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And they're going to have a 1st down. With slated downs to approach here from the 40. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. Hall there to haul it in. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. So they send out the field goal units and try for 3 on this one. He was good on his 1st kick. Gonna need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. They're already on a modest little winning streak here. Currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. Handoff now from the gun. And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
2nd and 6.
From the 32. Flushed out of the pocket. He takes it himself. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
The give here on 2nd. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. He'll throw it. And that's It's going to be brought in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Aviators grow the lead to 7. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
That one splits the uprights. And the Aviators grow their lead to 8. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The offense getting set to go. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
He beams one deep right side. That's grabbed inside the 30. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Now looking to throw. Complete out to the right side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 23. Bails out of the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Time we offered some serious blanket praise for this entire group defensively. The guys up front, they've certainly generated the pressure. Everybody on the back end in coverage, well, they're holding down their assignments to delay these throws.
And they get to him again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Boy, this defensive crew is locked in, and that O-line's head, they are a-spinning. Back-to-back sacks has this offense on skates. And those blockers can't figure out where this rush is coming from next.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that gets them back within 5.
Like the best kickers in this league, he's just keeping on with his job. That's a 3rd now. He's knocked through the uprights. 3 at a time's not going to get it done in this game, though. Eventually, they got to start running him out for some PATs.
Returns looking good so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. That outruns their offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. 1st and 10 from the 41. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Short pass brought in.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Pressure's on him, and it gets home. He's dropped. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. They've got it with a lead, hoping to carry it across the finish line. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Now this is a beauty of a kick. Gets headed out of bounds, no chance at a return or a touchback. They're going to mark it out at the 6. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds just short of the 15.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
They left him wide open. It's complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They're set up at the 35 now. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Throwing from the gun. Still on his feet. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. They'll send out the punting unit. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they'll be backed up a good bit for this drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And he's tackled for a short gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 19. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions, from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
So no return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Another drive coming up for this offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They'll run here on first down. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react.
And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Looking to the air here. Dumps it off to his running back. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
You know, Kate, that's exactly what that coverage was meant for. Make the quarterback throw it short, go up and rally, and get yourself off the field.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And this effort's going to give him an even half dozen tonight. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And they'll begin this possession in just a moment. Ball on the 45, first and 10. Option give here. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. He's going to throw this one. Throwing deep for the end zone. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So it's second down coming up. Trying to throw here out of the gun. That's completed right side. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a Chicago first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
All right, set now, first and 10. There's a handoff up the gut. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain. So now here's 3rd and 5. Back now, pressure on its way. Throw left side, complete. And he's able to get this down to the 13. He gets 6 on that play. And that's a Chicago first down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. The throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Trying the right side. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Forced out to his right. And they take this in for the score. The Aviators stretch it to a 2-score game in the fourth. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
That one right down the middle. And the Aviators push the lead up to 12. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Here's Carter on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This offense getting all set for this series. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw. It is caught left side. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Caps down by 12. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Finds a man right side. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They'll throw it again. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He drops it. Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. He'll throw it yet again. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Brought in inside the 20. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Prior to 1st down, they decided to call a timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that...
He has the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Caps trim the deficit down to 5. We're down inside the final 90 seconds as they line up for the all-important onside kick. And they aren't able to get it back. The hands team does its job. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Oh, hang on there. Hang on a moment. Looks like we've got an injured player on the kick return. They're going to check on him now. Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. This won't run out the clock just yet, Brock. They're going to have to kneel it again after this one. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And this one is out of bounds, no return on the kick. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Aviators emerge as winners as we say so long from Chicago.